This is an update for the Bangs family, missionaries to England. Now, some of you may be familiar with England as the land of teapots and top hats. And teapots that look like top hats? What? But contrary to what you may have heard, not everyone goes around saying, "Good morning, Governor." We no longer employ children as chimney sweeps.
I like chimneys.
So, where are we? Where is England? I don't know, where did you last see it? Well, we are off the coast of Europe, and the native language is, you guessed it, English. And in particular, we are in a town called Camborne, just outside of Cambridge. Now, we minister to a wide variety of people from all over the world. In fact, we've ministered to people from every single continent, apart from Antarctica, because since only 11 people were ever born there, that's not too bad. Now, many people come to this region to study. This is because Cambridge is a major centre for learning and research, and has been for hundreds of years. In fact, some of the work of translating the Bible into English took place in Cambridge. Plus some other little things like splitting the atom, mapping genomes, DNA, theory of gravity, reflecting telescopes, webcams, ARM processors, Bluetooth, thermos flasks, and possibly the cat flap, to name just a few. Now, we were doing standard stuff just like you would do in your church, inviting people to come and going to tell them in an effort to reach them with the gospel of Christ. We have seen souls saved and believers baptized and assisted in the restoration of one church and the planting of another. Now, of course, for the last few years, things have been a bit different, with massive lockdowns and restrictions and so many other things for a while. We even had to upload all of our messages online. So, in fact, I also have our own playlist on YouTube with more worldwide viewers than we actually have members. But now we're getting back into a more normal schedule and continuing to reach out. And we're still uploading messages as and when we can. We have a new helper named Caleb who assists in some of the teaching, as well as organizing events between local churches. And he's been a great help to many missionaries in the region. And that is great. But how can you be involved in missions and be an actual help? That's always the question, like, how can I help? How can I be a help? Well, one thing you can do, as children, is to take a look to see if any of your church missionaries, the missionaries your church supports, if they actually have children as well that are close to your age. Maybe you can write to them, write to the children, and encourage them. Who knows, you might even be able to speak with them at times and become friends. As, children need good spiritual fellowship just like adults, and sometimes on the mission field, it's a little difficult to get that. You can pray for them. You can also assist in collections for missions with your parents' permission. You can do things like, check down the back of the sofa or under the floor mats of the car as you help clean things for your folks. Just help around the house and see what you collect. Who knows? There are so many ways you can be good helpers in the Great Commission to reach the world for Christ. And who knows? Maybe God eventually will call you to somewhere new.